Because Rachel told me you were dying to have a threesome with me and Drew Barrymore. But by the way, Drew has some ground rules.
Young, wild, and free. That was what Drew Barrymore was. The iconic actress slept with, dated, and engaged with whom she wanted and when she wanted. From the heir of Getty Oil to the grandson of a Broadway producer, these are all the celebrities Drew Barrymore slept with. Drew Barrymore was born into Hollywood royalty on February 22, 1975, in Culver City, California. Her father, John Drew Barrymore, was an actor, and her mom, Jade, was an actress. Drew's parents divorced in 1984 when she was only 9, and that divorce left a mark on the actress. We'll tell you all about that later. The actress was always going to be a star. She began her first introduction to entertainment as an 11-month-old child. Her first gig was a dog commercial, and she would go on to star in better productions. After acting in her first film in Altered States, the actress hit a big one in the director Steven Spielberg's E.T. Spielberg liked the actress's spirit, and he wouldn't be the only one. After E.T.'s success, it became official. A star was born, and she was wild and free. When Drew Barrymore saw Corey Feldman, she had a big crush on him. Just as Drew had come to national and international recognition with her film, Feldman was super popular. He had starred in The Goonies, Gremlins, Stand By Me, and The Lost Boys. Steven Spielberg, who was now the actress's godfather, had his office call Feldman's grandmother. The office told the grandmother that Drew Barrymore had a big crush on her grandson, and it was a date. At the time, Feldman was 12 or 13 and Drew was 10 or 11. The two wide-eyed youngins went to catch a film, with their grandparents arranging a ride for them. Remembering how it happened, Feldman said, "We walked across the street, and you put your little hand up for me to hold, and I held your hand, and we walked across the street." After the date, they eventually became couples and attended the 1989 Oscars together. The two of them dated up until 1990 before breaking up. Balthazar Getty. The actress had a troubled youth and did things she revealed she wouldn't want her daughters to do. However, despite the problems she had in her youth, her stock continued to rise. Directors and producers wanted her in their films, and celebrities wanted to date her. After she broke up with Corey Feldman, the actress, when she was 15, had a relationship with Balthazar Getty, the heir to Getty Oil. Balthazar was also an actor, popular for his role in Lord of the Flies. Their relationship was short, with the couple dating from April to September in 1990. Leland Hayward III. Apart from her intense acting skills, Drew had an insane pull. After dumping the heir to Getty Oil, the actress dated Leland Hayward III, the son of famous Hollywood agent Leland Hayward. The two were Hollywood royalty, and they had a questionable age difference. Drew was 16, and Hayward III was 24. The couple met in 1990 and they got engaged. Drew was completely head over heels. Unfortunately, their relationship wouldn't get past the engagement. The two of them broke up in 1991. David Arquette. Drew just couldn't be alone. She was a sucker for romance. After leaving Leland Hayward III, Drew dated David Arquette in 1991. The two of them didn't date for long, and they would reconnect in 1999 when they worked together in Never Been Kissed. Arquette remembered Drew fondly in the 2014 episode of Watch What Happens Live. He described the star as one of the kindest people in Hollywood. However, there was one teeny issue. He was the only one who believed he and Barrymore were in a relationship. Quote, "We also dated, but she denied it on Howard Stern, but we dated, Drew," unquote. Okay, calm down, David. Drew could be Charlie's angel, but she was also a villain. Denying Arquette like that? Whew! The two of them had been seen holding hands in December of 1991. However, to Drew, that was nothing, and Arquette had been in a relationship with himself, thinking he was with her. It wouldn't be the last time Barrymore would enter into a relationship with the mindset of fun. We'll show you this later in the video. Make sure you stick around. Corin Nemec. While Arquette and Barrymore had different opinions on the nature of their relationship, Drew herself was certain she dated Corin Nemec in 1992. Nemec, a producer, actor, and screenwriter, didn't date the actress for long. As much as she loved romance, Drew seemed to be unable to date for long. She did fix this, and we'll tell you all about it soon. James Jamie Walters. When Barrymore and Nemec broke up in 1992, she didn't spend so much time alone. By March of that year, she was already dating the dashing actor and musician James Jamie Walters. Their romance was hotter than the month of July. Things moved pretty fast as they got engaged in June. This would be the 17-year-old Drew's second engagement, and she didn't stop there. When Walters tattooed her name on his arm, she also did the same. The two of them did the same things. When Barrymore posed nude for Playboy, she did it alongside Walters. However, instead of the two of them walking the aisle, they walked away from each other as they broke up in 1993. Barrymore continued in her search for true love. She wouldn't even search for long, and this time, she even got married. Jerry Thomas. In February 1994, Barrymore fell hard for a British bartender turned LA bar owner named Jerry Thomas. The bar owner talked to Barrymore about marriage, and she, in her own words, stupidly agreed. The couple married a month after they met, and the marriage ended in a spectacular hot mess. Just 19 days after marriage, Drew called it quits. She revealed that it was Thomas who wanted the marriage, not her. Yikes! Drew's exes and alleged ex were looking at you, Arquette usually remembers her fondly. However, whatever happened between her and Thomas was so horrible that she referred to him as the devil in an interview she had with Rolling Stone, which they published in June. Eric Erlandson. Apart from changing men like a new set of clothes, Barrymore loved to party, and one night, that love for partying got her into a messy situation. After going to an LA nightclub in June 1994, Drew had trouble with her tummy. She was vomiting her guts out outside of that LA club when musician Eric Erlandson, a member of the rock band Hole, saw her. He walked toward the vomiting Barrymore, confronted her, and stayed with her to protect her. They parted ways, neither expecting to see each other again. Then the actress made a mistake 2 weeks after their meeting. She was looking for a photographer and knocked on a hotel door. Rather than the photographer appearing from inside the room, Erlandson did. It was a shock and a pleasant surprise rolled into one. The two of them parted ways again. The actress went to Seattle where she was working on a film, Mad Love. Then she fell madly in love with Erlandson. The relationship moved fast. The couple quickly moved in with each other. Barrymore was full of praise for her new man. She even began to think of kids. Quote, "My daughter will be named Ruby Daffodil," unquote, the actress said in an interview. She revealed that being with the rock musician gave her a sense of family despite not having children. Well, with Erlandson's 7 kids, it's not surprising Barrymore felt like a mother. She would eventually become a mom, but she wouldn't name her daughter Ruby Daffodil. She didn't even marry Erlandson. In 1996, the two broke up, and it stunned fans. They looked happy with each other. What caused the breakup is unknown, as Erlandson and Barrymore wouldn't talk about what went wrong in the relationship. They should just give us some tea. Luke Wilson. So do you remember how we said Barrymore dates for fun sometimes? She met her match in Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson's brother. The two of them met in 1996 and dated, but according to Drew, the relationship between her and Luke was playful. She revealed that Luke was dating other people while they were together, and the relationship wasn't serious. Luke and Drew broke up in 1998, but there wasn't bad blood between them. Drew hooked Luke up with a role in Charlie's Angels. "That's Drew. She didn't let the personal stuff get in the way," Luke said, and he was right. The actress's exes usually say good things about her. Some even became guests on her talk show, just like the next guy we'll show you in this video. Tom Green. When Drew met comedian Tom Green in the early 2000s, the two dated. The couple decided to take it to the next level by throwing a surprise wedding on July 7, 2001 in Malibu, California. It wasn't a happy marriage. Their marriage was filled with troubles. Green had testicular cancer and their house caught fire. Drew herself didn't know how to be a wife. She revealed she was more sure of herself as an actress than she was as a wife. Quote, "I could go into a studio and pitch, but I didn't know how to handle things in my personal life," the actress revealed. Despite the troubles, there were periods of peace the actress enjoyed. She found love and acceptance in Drew's family and was truly at peace. However, that peace was temporary. Overwhelmed by the marital problems, Green filed for divorce in 2001. The two still cared about each other and reunited on her talk show in September 2020. Fabrizio Moretti. You know how Drew doesn't date, engage, or stay married for long? Everything changed when she met Fabrizio Moretti, drummer for The Strokes. He was one of her longest relationships and one of her most wholesome. The couple met after meeting backstage at a music festival in 2002. Moretti was dedicated to the actress in a way she hadn't experienced before. When she needed help to prepare for a Saturday Night Live sketch, Moretti taught her how to drum and helped her kill her act. Unfortunately, after 5 years together, the two of them broke up. Zach Braff. After she and Moretti broke up, the actress had fun. She hooked up with the Scrub star Zach Braff after they become close at an SNL after-party. They went out on June 30, 2007 for another dance and were seen kissing. However, what they had was nothing more than a fling. Spike Jonze. A week after hooking up with Braff, Drew went out with director Spike Jonze. They were found kissing in the VIP section of a Klaxons concert in LA. Justin Long. Drew and Justin starred together in 2 films, He's Just Not That Into You and Going the Distance. They began to date in 2008 and their relationship was volatile. They had an intense chemistry, but the two broke up and made up as they pleased. They did this for 2 years until they finally decided to call it quits for good. Will Koppelman. After her relationship with Fabrizio Moretti, which lasted 5 years, the actress found herself in love with art consultant Will Koppelman. The two met in January 2011 after the actress's on and off fling with Justin Long. The two engaged in January 2012, and we are sure Barrymore must have had flashbacks of her failed engagements. Drew must have been relieved when the two of them got married. They gave birth to their first child, Olive Barrymore Koppelman, on September 26, 2012, and their second, Frankie Barrymore Koppelman, on April 22, 2014. Barrymore's longest relationship was with her third husband, art consultant Will Koppelman. The couple were first linked in January 2011, got engaged in January 2012, and married in June. On September 26, 2012, the couple welcomed their first child, Olive Barrymore Koppelman. Daughter Frankie Barrymore Koppelman was born on April 22, 2014. As it turned out, she didn't name any of her daughters Ruby Daffodil. The sexy actress and her husband were different, but their differences united them. However, Drew wasn't happy. In the end, she asked for divorce from Koppelman, who was devastated by her request. In the usual fashion, the two of them remained friends. Since Koppelman, the actress hasn't really dated yet. She finally did what she was running away from all of her life. She chose to be alone, burn out from her numerous relationships. The actress's parents' divorce scarred her. It gave her the mindset of never being alone and always having to be paired up with someone else. After years of entering and leaving relationships, Drew eventually became used to being alone and dealing with the things she was running away from. Do you think we missed out on any other person she dated? Let us know in the comments.